Hey everybody, welcome. I thought I'd just take a moment to talk about the latest version of CEMU that just came out today due to the results of my initial testing. For those of you on dedicated cards, or those that might have just stumbled across this video while wandering YouTube, this video probably isn't for you. I'll be addressing specifically my testing as it relates to the ongoing series I've been making about CEMU running on integrated GPU. So if this isn't of interest to you, you've been warned, and feel free to click away from this now. If you're curious, of course, everybody's welcome, and feel free to watch through to the end and join the conversation down below. Now that the disclaimer is out of the way, as we all know, the iGPU isn't officially supported by the CEMU team. However, I know that there is a minority that are following this topic because you're also running integrated graphics, or you're just curious about how CEMU is running version to version across all hardware, including iGPUs. If you're like me, you found the increasing performance gains of CEMU from build to build quite impressive. Truly, the CEMU team is doing impressive work pioneering the Wii U emulation front. Even on integrated, we've seen significant performance gains with each new build, which is all the more impressive since it isn't supported officially. As you know, the Patreon build of 1.5.4 was just released only a few hours ago, and I've done preliminary testing covering the handful of games that I usually test with. Usually, with each new release, I'd record my test videos and upload the results to share with all of you, highlighting the changes from previous versions. I'm not going to do that this time around. Why? Well, while performance gains are being seen for dedicated cards, I have to report that the opposite is true for iGPU. At the very least for my rig running an Intel G3258 overclocked at 4.5 GHz with 16 GB of RAM. So what does this decline in performance mean? I don't know exactly, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments below. But my speculation at the moment is that we've arrived to what I feared would be an inevitable point in the near future where the addition and implementation of new features are creating a processing overhead that processors running iGPUs cannot handle on their own, not without dedicated GPUs anyways. The sRGB support specifically in 1.5.3 was the most noticeable change moving away from 1.5.2 with little FPS gain seen on integrated. As you can see in my Wind Waker footage here in the background, my average FPS is 5 to 7 running in CEMU 1.5.4. That's a significant drop from the 15 to 16 that I was seeing in 1.5.3 and 1.5.2. Again, the CEMU team is doing amazing work, and of course I will continue to support them via Patreon. And while I will continue to test CEMU with each new build, for the time being I see no point to document it as in-depth as I have been doing to share with all of you when the performance is on the decline. So I will probably make one or two more videos on this, but don't expect much more than that until we see the release of 1.5.5. At which point in time it will be interesting to see if there are any new optimizations of code resulting in less overhead and higher FPS, or if for the time being running CEMU on integrated graphics will no longer be able to cut it. Are you running CEMU on iGPU? Have you noticed a difference in performance between 1.5.3 and 1.5.4? Please share and leave a comment down below. I'd really love to hear your feedback and know what you're experiencing. I also just wanted to say that I've really appreciated all of your comments, as well as personal messages from those of you who have reached out regarding CEMU, as well as other videos that I've created. You really are the reason I'm making videos like this, so thank you. In the meantime, however, I have new content on the way. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, so please keep an eye out for that. Cheers all.